Here we are back at lesson 4, this time part C, still talking about ties. And a tie means when you change one part of a sentence, you may have to change another part. Let's take a look at our sentences. Many people enjoy movies. I don't see the X word, but I always like to begin with X words because it helps me find the subject, the predicate. It helps me take a look and see what the ties are in a sentence. I don't see the X word. When I don't see an X word in an affirmative sentence, it must be do, does, or did. Here the X word is do. Do many people enjoy movies? Many people don't enjoy movies. Many people is the subject. Enjoy movies is the predicate. And are there any ties? I'd like to say that enjoy ties with many people. Now, if that's true, it means if I change the subject, I may have to change enjoy. So let's take a look. My neighbor enjoys movies. The X word places here. It's does. My neighbor does not enjoy movies. I make a question, does my neighbor enjoy movies? My neighbor is the subject. The predicate enjoys movies. And enjoys ties with the subject, my neighbor. I can see that change many people to my neighbor, I need to also change enjoy to enjoys. When you change one part of a sentence, you may have to change another. She rents many videos. The X word is does. She does not rent. Does she rent? The subject is she. It's between the two X word places. The predicate rents many videos. Let me draw my arrow. Rents ties with the subject she. I rent many videos. I do not rent many videos. Do I rent many videos? The subject is I. The predicate rent many videos. Rent ties with I. And English is actually quite simple when it comes to verb and subject ties. We will see in just a minute how we can describe this very, very simply. We do watch them together. Do we watch them together? We is the subject. Predicate. We can see that, sentences, they always look the same. Of course, the words change from sentence to sentence as our ideas change. But how we're putting words together, how forms look with each other, these are the things that stay the same. And this is the important thing about grammar. Grammar shows us the regularity in the language, how pieces of language fit together. And this is really the key to learning a language and to grammar, is looking for what's the same. Her husband watches them with us. The X word is does. It belongs here in a negative sentence. It goes here to make a question. Her husband is the subject. There are no shifters in any of these sentences as our examples. And watches ties with her husband. And there's our ties. Now we can make this a little bit easier, and we can start to generalize, and we can make a little description of these two ties. English has two forms of the verb that tie with subjects. There's the no S form, like, for example, let's take a look. We'll get it out here. There's our subject. I like movies. Oops, I went right over the L. Like ties with I. Now, I could also put you like movies, we like movies, they like movies, 3 people I know like movies, several people I know like movies, you and I like movies. Any of these subjects or any of these pronouns will tie with the no S form of the verb. Now, we can't always use the no S form of the verb because sometimes the sentences that we use and the sentences that we make have subjects that can be changed with pronouns like she or he, and then we need the S form. She likes movies, he likes movies, it likes movies. These are the 2 forms. They're the only 2 forms of the verb in English that tie with subjects. The no S form ties with subjects like I, you, we, and they, and the S form ties with subjects like he, she, it, or any subjects that can be replaced by these pronouns. Please take a look at Lesson 4, Part C, Exercise 1. Complete that exercise. We'll check it over, and then we'll continue. We have 2 more ties left to talk about.